Welcome to Rebel Chaser. My name is Gail, and I have a clip for you from Judge Jessie Lull in Georgia. She is doing the first appearance on somebody arrested for domestic violence. And boy, does he have a story. I'll let you guys watch.
Position number 4, Derek Grigsby.
All right. Who represents Derek Grigsby?
Derek Grigsby. Your Honor, Mr. Grigsby has asked to represent himself. No, Prudence. Okay, so Prudence.
This is State versus Derek Grigsby, case number 24 CR 1591G. Mr. Grigsby is accused of battery, family violence from April 2nd, 2024. Mr. Grigsby, you've been advised of your right to remain silent. Anything you choose to say about the facts or circumstances of the case, including any potential defenses, your statements can and will be used against you in the prosecution of your case. You have a right to an attorney. If you cannot afford one, the Public Defender's Office is willing and able to represent you and render their professional services and competency. However, if you choose to waive your right to appointed counsel, then you have a right to hire an attorney in a timely manner when you are released or from jail. And also you have a right to waive counsel. But if you choose to exercise the third option, then you are responsible for understanding the criminal laws, the procedures, as how they impact the particular facts of your case. You are responsible for any legal decision that you make and how it may impact upon your ability to have you to get a bond and to proceed with your case from this moment forward. Would you like the services of the Public Defender's Office and their professional legal services, or would you like to represent yourself? Mr. Grigsby?
Can you hear me?
No.
Can you hear me now?
Speak louder, sit up straight, and tell me whether you'd like to waive your right to counsel.
Yes, I'm representing myself.
All right. In that case, Mr. Howard, any priors on Mr. Grigsby?
4 total. 2023 reckless conduct, disorderly conduct. 2014 window tint. That's it.
All right, thank you. Mr. Grant?
Thank you, Your Honor. This incident took place April 2nd, 2024. Law enforcement responded to a domestic dispute at 789 Humphrey Street, Southwest in Atlanta. Upon arrival, they spoke with Mary Grigsby. She's the mother of Derek Grigsby. She advised that her son entered the living room angry and talking to her.
Just 1 second. Just 1 second.
It's hearsay, madam. It's hearsay. He's testifying on behalf of the witnesses. He wasn't there, and there's no witness here. So he can't, it's hearsay, it's inadmissible. He can't testify on behalf of the witness that's not here, because that witness can't be questioned.
All right. This is an initial appearance. This is not a situation where we are determining the merits of the arrest and the objections overruled.
Interrupter?
Excuse me?
Hello, this is Miss Grigsby.
All right, Ms. Grigsby, I will get to you shortly. Thank you.
Thank you.
Mr. Graham, please continue.
Thank you, Your Honor. Ms. Grigsby advised that her son, Derek Grigsby, entered the living room angry, and when he was talking to her about being hit by a car, he had an outburst. Then he struck her with a closed fist on her head and then on her mouth. She remained in the living room until he went into the bathroom. She then collected her personal items and fled her own residence. Mr. Grigsby was not at the scene when the officers arrived. They did note, or the officers did observe bleeding lacerations on the inner lip, top lip of Ms. Grigsby. My apologies. Our office has been in touch with Ms. Grigsby. I do see her on the line. She did confirm that she is the mother of the defendant, that the incident location is her residence. She was allowing him to stay with her because he got kicked out of his last place. She confirmed the events in the warrant. She stated that he's been threatening almost every week since he's been living there. This is the first time he's been violent. She does not want any contact with him, wants him to stay away from her residence, that she is on Zoom. And Your Honor, the state is recommending, based on the nature of the incident, a $1,000 surety bond, anger awareness course, no further contact with Mary Grigsby, stay away from 789 Humphrey Street Southwest, Atlanta. No alcohol, drugs, or weapons. And if we may sound for Ms. Grigsby at this time, Your Honor.
All right. All right, Ms. Grigsby, would you like to contribute to the hearing?
Yes,
All right. My name is Judge Law. Could you please raise your right hand? Do you solemnly swear and affirm the testimony you provide will be the truth to the best of your knowledge?
yes,
All right. Do you know Derek Grigsby?
yes, I do.
And how do you know him?
I brought him into this world. He became my son.
All right. And are you comfortable with being under the same roof with him?
No, not as what he just did. No.
All right. And anything else you'd like to tell me, or I'm going to move on to his counsel, to Mr. Grigsby.
What you mean? What else? What had happened?
No, you don't need to tell me that. I just wanted to be sure that you're telling me that you want him to stay away from you.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And do you own the house at Humphrey Street?
Yes, I do. I paid
All right.
full.
Is that your home?
Yes, yes, it is.
Okay. Thank you, Ms. Grigsby. If you can, if the host could please mute the, thank you. All right, Mr. Grigsby, this is the juncture where I have to decide whether you qualify for a bond, whether it's going to be a signature bond or a surety bond. How would you like to proceed?
First of all, I would like to give my version of accounts because those accounts that she's giving are inaccurate. The home is a shared ownership home. It is not her home all by herself. It's a Habitat for Humanity house, and I am the majority shareholder of that home. That is number one. Number two, I am a Secret Service provider, and I have found out that she was trafficking me, and this is the only opportunity I'm being able to give an opportunity to get this case before a judge. So she's been just trafficking me along with, she's been working with my brother, my aunt, and it was an uncovered thing. I didn't realize that that's what they were doing. But that's one of the reasons why Secret Service has requested my services in trafficking. So
Okay.
it's trafficked by her, and they're using a tactic called victim mimicking. So my expertise inside Secret Service has been to be capable of identifying how organizations manipulate their paperwork. This being one of them. So the claims that she is making are all fraudulent, and the state doesn't have a case against me because everything here is a lie. So her witness testimony is a lie as well. She was being investigated at the time by me. So it was an open and active engaged Secret Service provider. Silent Night is my badge number. And I tried to give that information to the responding officer, which he refused to allow me to do so. As you can clearly see here, ma'am, based on these allegations or what they're claiming on the paperwork, none of these claims are true. I'm the witness of those as well. So, and I have the report. I also have them audio recording. They refused to actually check everything to verify because I had the evidence proving my side of the story. So it was self-defense where she was assaulting me verbally.
So can you address the factors under State versus Ayala as to the issues of bond?
As to the, we are going for, I should be released automatically because the state's case is weak and Madam Grigsby is lying, and I have all the evidence necessary to prove that that I'm innocent, and it was self-defense.
Okay, thank you.
She can't disprove self-defense.
Understood.
She
Thank
was
you.
assaulting me, and I stopped her from assaulting me.
Anything else? Okay. On the charge of battery, family violence, with including the alleged victim, the bond is going to be set at 7,500. That's going to be a surety bond. No further contact with Mary Grigsby. You are to stay 200 yards away from Mary Grigsby. You're not to communicate with her in any way, form, or manner, including phone calls from the jail through a third party, in person, or any kind of phone or electronic device. You are to stay away from Humphrey Street in Atlanta, Georgia. You're not allowed a one-time visit to retrieve personal belongings. You shall stay away from that location until further order of the court. You're not to consume any alcohol no illegal drugs, and you're not to possess or own any weapons or any firearms. With regards to your companion case, 23 CR 004406G, your signature bond through the jail is going to be amended to $1,000 surety bond with the same conditions of to stay away from Timothy Daly and not to be in ownership of any dogs or own any pets. That concludes your case. Your next court date is going to be April, was that the 16th or the 19th? I think it was the
16.
Okay. Your next court date, Mr. Grigsby, is going to be April 16 at 9 a.m. for both cases, this new one and the 23 CR 4406G. Thank you.
Judge, can you repeat the bond?
It's $7,500 on the battery family violence, reset date April 16th, the surety bond.
Okay.
Mr. Grigsby, you will have to vacate the seat
I'm right there now.
now. Thank you.
So I think what he was trying to say is that he's a confidential informant for the Secret Service. Okay. And nobody told you you were being, used by your mother? You didn't know? Okay. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you next time.